Salutations to everybody, it's me Thales. This is my channel about English language. I have more than 600 videos available, ranging from basic to advanced. We talk about vocabulary, English grammar, business English, everything about English we study here. I've been recording videos since last year, and we have content for everyone. Basic videos, explanations in Portuguese, intermediate, advanced videos. They are fully in English and they are spread throughout 6 different playlists. So before we begin, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get the latest from my channel. I upload videos weekly, not every day, but I try to upload as many videos as I can. And give the thumbs up if you enjoy the content from my videos. Let's get into today's topic. Well, it's been a while since I last recorded grammar videos. So today we will talk about different expressions, right? We will begin exploring the difference between at the end and in the end. Okay, so we will see some examples of usage and understand when we use one or when we use another. When you say at the end, it means that you're talking about at the time something ends. Okay? For example, I went back home at the end of the game. It means that I waited until the game was over to go back home, right? I was at the game, and after the game was over, I went back home. She will travel to LA at the end of January. So when January ends, she intends to travel. She wants to travel. In some situations, do you think you can say in the end of January? Is it possible? You could say so, but it's wrong. So she will travel to the LA at the end of the month, right? So grammar books, they say that you can't say in the end of or in the end of the game. No, at the end. So pay attention to the preposition usage. It's not very complicated, but sometimes we make some mistakes regarding prepositions. And everyday use, the more you practice, the better you use these expressions, these prepositions, right? So that's the purpose here. Explore as many examples as possible so you avoid making mistakes. What's the opposite of end? End is the opposite of beginning, right? Beginning with double N and beginning. So it's possible to say at the beginning. She will start working there at the beginning of January. Okay, so she's got a new job and she will start working there at the beginning of the month. So at the beginning. At. Okay, is it possible? Does the expression in the end exist? Yes. But it has a different meaning from the expressions and examples we have been exploring. When you want to express something at the end of something, at a time when something ends, it's only possible to use at. But we also have the expression in the end, but it has a different meaning. It's an adverb, okay? It's similar to the meaning of an adverb, and it means finally, when you finally do something. I sold my apartment in the end. What does it mean? I'm not talking about a period of time, right? It's a different meaning. So you don't say at the end here, because we're not talking about a period of time at the end of this period of time. I'm talking about, oh, I finally sold my apartment. So if I had to rewrite this sentence using a synonym, I could say I finally sold my apartment. It means that I have been trying to sell my apartment, but I wasn't successful. But now I finally sold my apartment. You see? So in the end has this meaning. I couldn't decide where to go. Okay, so I was thinking about traveling, and I couldn't decide where to go. So where do I go? Do I go to the US? Do I go to Europe? So I was so confused. I couldn't decide where to go. So I could say I didn't go anywhere in the end. So you see, we are talking about a trip situation in which I wasn't able to decide where to go. So I didn't go anywhere in the end. So it means in the end here is not finally, but it has a different meaning. It means that it's the result of this situation, right? I couldn't decide where to go. As a result of this lack of decision making, I wasn't able to take a decision here, so I didn't go anywhere in the end. So that's the result, the result of my action or my not taking the decision. So I couldn't decide where to go. As a result, I didn't go anywhere. Okay? Well, we have, as we saw, for example, at the end or at the beginning, they are opposite. And we also have the opposite of in the end. At first glance, at first. So it's the opposite of in the end. So pay attention, at first. Not in first, no. At first. Is it necessary to memorize? Yeah. When you have expressions, phrasal verbs, you name it, in many situations you have to memorize how to use prepositions. I consider it's the topic I like the most, but I have to admit sometimes I make some mistakes. But I try not to. I study a lot so that I avoid making those mistakes, but it's natural. The main thing here is that you understand the basics of English grammar and express yourself in a meaningful way, make yourself understood by others. But if you can, speak without making mistakes, right? So at first, okay. All right, at first, we didn't get along very well. Okay, so I was introduced to a person, my friend introduced someone to me, and at first, my first impression, right, at first, we didn't get along very well. In the beginning, you could say in the beginning or at the beginning? At the beginning of January, yeah, but it's a period of time. In the beginning, I guess it would be correct to say in the beginning. I will search the internet right now to see if it's possible. If it's possible to use in the beginning. At the beginning, you see. At the beginning, we use to talk about the point where something starts, okay? At the beginning of the month. So here we are talking about time, but it's possible to say in the beginning. In the beginning, it means the first part or something. So it's possible to say in the beginning, we didn't get along very well. It's correct, you see? So you can tell something is wrong or not depending on the situation. So it's important to study. At first, we didn't get along very well. So in the beginning, when I first met him, we didn't get along very well. You see? So I can use at first. But you could say, in the end, we became best friends. So, yeah, when I talk to people, sometimes they say, oh, at first I didn't like you very much, but in the end I realize you're a good guy. You see? You have these opposite ideas at first and in the end. At first is not about time. It's about the beginning of a situation, of an event, not necessarily time. In the beginning or at first, when I first saw him, I didn't like him, but in the end, we became best friends, you see? In the end. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next video, we will continue studying prepositions. I guess there is a lot to cover. Don't forget, grammar videos, intermediate, advanced videos, we have more than 200 videos available. So you can follow the order, watch them. Little by little, you will have a complete essential grammar course. You can explore basic or advanced, you name it. It's up to you. So see you next time. Bye bye.